Hello there, this is James and you're watching Tixee Live. And a very good morning to all of you, and all of you a very happy Monday. And I hope you all had a very good weekend. In today's program, I want to discuss the week ahead, because at the moment we have a market totally dominated by US dollar and risk off sentiment. So I want to discuss the things coming up which can drive this risk off sentiment even more and total greenback dominance. But before we get into all of that, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. So I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. So, carrying on from Friday, we are still got a market which is gripped by US dollar dominating all the majors. In fact, Euro, as I'm currently looking at it, is so close to going to parity once again. But let's talk about all the other events coming up this week which can carry on this momentum. So let's talk about the week ahead. Starting with Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have German manufacturing PMI. Now, don't forget, this is where the top execs of companies in manufacturing industry do a survey and they give their opinion on the state of their industry. You know, if it's increasing or decreasing, etc. Now, any number above 50 is good. 50 is average. 50 is no change. Okay, but anything below 50 is very negative, is not good news. Now, the expectation of German manufacturing PMI is actually 48.3. 48.3, so below 50, so not good. The previous reading was 49.3. And don't forget, Germany are facing a huge energy crisis at the moment. So this is clearly affecting manufacturing. At the same time, a little bit later, we have EU manufacturing PMI due at 11 a.m. UTC. This is supposed to be slightly better with the number coming in, hopefully, or the expectation is 52, with the previous reading at 52.6. Then we move on to Wednesday, we have US durable goods. Now, don't forget, durable goods are items which have a lifespan of at least 3 years. I'm talking about cars, boats, big items which people buy to invest in for a long period of time. Now, that's due at 12:30 p.m. UTC. Expectation, again, though, is negative. The expectation is supposed to come in at 0.6%. Whereas the previous reading was 2%. So again, the expectation is this to show a negative reading. So again, building on the sentiment we have on the market at the moment. Then on Thursday, we have US GDP, which of course last time came out minus 0.9%, which showed that the US technically is in a recession. Expectations come in slightly better, but still negative 0.8%. 0.8%. Because this is quite a big event, I will be, of course, doing a watch along on this event. So I'll be actually going on air at 12:20 p.m. UTC. So please come and join me for that. So it should be a big event. But I think that is totally going to be overshadowed by something else. And that is the beginning of the Jackson Hole Symposium, which starts at 2 p.m. UTC on Thursday. What is the Jackson Hole Symposium? Well, I'll tell you what Jackson Hole Symposium is. Jackson Hole Economic Policy Symposium. See, I can say symposium. I'm surprised I can actually say that word. I struggle with my words sometimes. But yeah, I'm doing the watch along for the US GDP. On Thursday. So yeah, Jackson Hole Economic Policy Symposium is the annual forum sponsored by the Fed of Kansas for central banks and policy experts to focus on a particular topic. The topic this year is most likely going to be inflation. So the world and the market is going to focus on what these experts and what these central bankers actually discuss in reference to inflation. And that really leads up to the major event, the major event, which the market is really, really waiting for, and could really pull, like I said last week, the rug out of the feet of those bulls in the market. And that happens on Friday at the Jackson Hole Symposium event. And that is the Fed Chair Jerome Powell speech due at 2 p.m. UTC. The market is going to look at this and wait to see how hawkish he is going to be. Because don't forget, all this optimism we had 2 weeks ago on the back of the US CPI coming in slightly less than anticipated has all gone away, because reality has kicked in, like I said several weeks ago, that the Fed are going to carry on being aggressive with interest rates. And this speech is going to really hammer that factor through. So this is going to be the big event. What Powell says. How hawkish is he going to be in his speech at this event? Anyway, as we're talking about it, let's look and see how the markets stand at the moment. Let's start off with the euro, which is now actually under parity. It's currently trading at the moment just under parity at 0.9995. Again, like we have talked, I've been very bearish over the last couple of weeks. I've been saying I've been waiting for this to go to parity. Again, it's now at 0.9995. It's just above that key level, or just below that key level, 1.002. So it hasn't cleanly broke through it at the moment, but it is currently under parity, 0.9996. So there we go. Dollar strength once again. And once again, the euro has dropped under parity. Don't forget, I was speaking last week. I think it was, what's her name? The very intelligent young lady who's a currency expert for Rabobank. I think it was Jane Foley. She believes if this momentum continues, the euro could go all the way to 0.95. As it stands at the moment, it's just under parity, 0.9998. Let's look at the sterling as well. Okay, sterling's round that key level of 1.1817, slightly under it, trading at 1.19793. Gold as well. Gold's under pressure, currently trading at $1,737.56. Key area, in my opinion, key area of interest is $1,727. S&P 500. Again, this is on a daily, of course, we're looking at. Yes, it does show clear signs of what we were talking about on Friday, that this bear rally is really finally finishing. Currently trading at 4,182 points. So yes, this is what we got. Risk off attitude, risk off, strong dollar. And let's have a quick look at Bitcoin to prove that risk off is happening. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, a very risky asset, currently trading at $20,949. There's a key level now at $20,929 inside. So risk off attitude, risk off sentiment, strong US dollar, carrying on from what we said on Friday. And we got all those events leading up, mainly what's happening on Friday with Jerome Powell, and see what he says. See if he can finally put the nail in the coffin to this market optimism, which we've experienced over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, the major events, big events, like I say, German manufacturing PMI, EU manufacturing PMI, UK services PMI, US durable goods, US GDP, Jackson Hole Symposium, all leading up to Powell's speech. As the markets currently stand, the FTSE is currently negative 0.46%. DAX currently trading negative 1.18%. And Euro Stoxx 50 currently trading negative 1.21%. Something else is happening this week as well. Finally, we're going to be able to launch it. And that is the Tixee Live new series, which we're doing. Brand new series. Well, obviously, we do two series at the moment. We do the Tixee Live, which is obviously the market updates like this program here. We do the watch-alongs of key economic events. And now we're doing a brand new one. And we're doing a hashtag Ask James. This series relies on you good people, because this series is still going to be market orientated, obviously, but it's going to focus. It's still going to be live, because it is Tixee Live, and live means live. It's still going to be live, but this one's going to be focused more on educational topics. an educational topic. And I need these topic ideas from you good people. So whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to discuss, simply put in the comments on either Facebook, YouTube, or even send it to me here while I'm live on air. Go simply hashtag Ask James and the topic of your choice. The first one came in a suggestion by SMF790, and they requested the topic of me explaining market jargon. And in this episode, I will be explaining what all market jargon is. I use it a lot. And I like to say the industry, every industry has its own secret language. So I'm explaining everything. What a bull, bear, hawk, dovish, this, that, fat finger, you name it. I'm explaining everything so that you'll be confident to know when you talk about the markets, you can talk like a pro. So please come and join me for that. It's going to be on Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. UTC. The very first episode. I'll be doing another episode the following week. Come from Jay Davis. They want me to talk about candlesticks, but I need more topics. So please share with me your ideas and your topics on what you want me to talk about. Don't forget, you can talk to me anytime you wish or ask me any questions whenever I'm live on air, whenever you like, or share with me the topic ideas now or what you want me to cover for hashtag Ask James. Like I say, the first episode, I'm very excited about it. We're doing a lot of work on it, so it should be good. I think it's going to be a really good new series. So don't forget, that's Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. UTC. If you think of a question later, don't worry. Just put it in the comments on either Facebook and YouTube, and I will see them next time I go on live, and I'll answer that question when I go live again. So please bear that in mind. Okay, if there is no questions, not a problem. Not a problem. Don't forget, if you're watching me on Facebook and you've enjoyed this little video, by all means, give us a follow. If you're watching me on YouTube and you've enjoyed this little video, subscribe if you like. Hit the notification button so you know next time I'm going live. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting and useful, and you've put up with me, my over-the-top enthusiasm for the markets, which I just can't help because I love the markets. Give me one of those. I got a like already, which I really appreciate. But I really appreciate that because it's nice to know that you like what I do. Anyway, till next time, but don't forget, we'll be late this afternoon. I'll be going back on air at 2 p.m. UTC, so please come and join me for that. Like I say, let's have a look at the euro at the moment. Still challenging parity. See how far under, if it stays under parity. Don't forget to join me later this afternoon at 2 p.m. UTC so we can see how the market stands. But anyway, till next time, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.